Hey guys, I am royally screwing this up right now, but hello. Welcome into the sip. So when the camera switched, when the view switched over, I was editing the title of our session today because I've been sitting here channeling. I haven't written anything down, but I've been sitting here channeling, and I got a new title or a description of the energy for today, the energy that we're going to be talking about here. And what the change is likely to take action. So that's I was typing in the I have to change the key bindings that I have, the settings that I have in OBS, because as I was typing the new title, the camera switched. It triggered that was a hotkey in the setup of my OBS, in my setup of OBS, and as soon as I started typing, you guys, I shit you not, as soon as I started typing, I felt myself, I heard it. I was like, the camera just switched over, and I looked over and nothing had shown on the stream yet, but that's because it's delayed. And sure enough, I go back to OBS and it's my big old face staring intently into the screen trying to type something. But anyway, here we are. Hello. Happy Thursday, everyone. Welcome to Thursday, July 27th. No, what am I talking about? 21st, July 21st. Happy Thursday to you. Happy Friday Eve to you. Yeah, welcome into the sip. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hello, Diamond Frost, Zephyr, Lexi, Brittany, Rose, Josiah, Adam. Hello, everybody. Venus Day is tomorrow, darling. Venus Day is Friday. Thursday, I don't know what Thursday is. I want to say Saturn? Is Thursday Saturn Day? No, that's Saturday. Is it Pluto then, maybe? I have a book, an alchemy book, that lists the days and their associated planets. I like to use that book, but I don't remember off the top of my head. Anyway, hi guys. Welcome in. I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you for being here. It's so wonderful to see you on this beautiful Thursday. Whether this is the morning, the evening, the night, the afternoon, whenever in your day you are catching this, watching this, especially if you're not catching this live, hello. I hope you're having a good day. I hope you have had a good day, and I hope you have a good day ahead of you, whatever is ahead of you, yes? Let's get into this energy, Spirit is saying. So, okay, we're going to get into the daily true sidereal astrology look at the sky here. This is our chart as of noon, and as you can see, noon Eastern Standard Time. This is on July 21st, 2022. But as you can see here, the moon is in Aries, you guys. And as of this moment, or at least technically 4 minutes ago, the moon was at 8 degrees of Aries, while Mars is at 9 degrees of Aries, and so they are in the process of going exact in their conjunction. And then throughout the rest of the day, the next 24 hours really, because the moon will be moving into Taurus by noon tomorrow, which is Friday the 22nd. But over the course of the next 24 hours, the moon is going to be doing some shit to our subconscious, okay? And I already feel like it's already doing quite a bit of shit for our subconscious, although it feels like it's good shit, right? But as you can see here, the moon is in the process of conjuncting with Mars, and then she's going to conjunct with Uranus, and then right after that, or immediately after that, the North Node, and then finally she'll be moving into Taurus. And the energy here that I'm feeling for the collective over the next 24 hours is one of activation, at taking action steps. And that's why I have changed the title here, at least over on YouTube. I've changed the title of the session as Adventure Time, yes, but likely to take action, because I feel like there's drive in the collective here, as adventurousness, especially since Uranus is involved here, and the fact that Uranus and the North Node are conjunct with each other, which to me is giving a feeling and energy of injecting expansion and electricity and drive into our collective forward movement. But this could also be influencing you on a personal level, okay? But there is all kinds of drive and movement in the direction of this new sense of self that I have been talking about for God knows how long now, with the moon, with Uranus transiting through Aries for so long, for this time. And it is a fairly long time period. Anything involving the transits of Uranus moving through the constellations and all that, it's going to take some time because Uranus moves slow. But there's a sense of drive, a new sense of self that has been coming online for us. I just heard over the past 7 weeks. So I guess there is some sort of, I'm hearing, or I want to describe it as a final activation, a current activation, an important activation. Something has been coming online for you in terms of your sense of self, and it has been what Spirit is describing as the final stages of this new alignment being structured, built, and actually coming online. And so you're at the final stages of this structure, of this element of coming online, and it's becoming sort of like a steady flow. I want to call it a baseline, a foundational energy, a sustained energy, or this is now starting to be able to be sustained. And because of that ability to be sustained, there seems to be a level of activity or action or steps that can be taken at this time in alignment with this new direction. Okay. And so the activation of that feels like it's happening for us as the moon is continuing its current transit through the constellation of Aries, making these conjunctions with Mars, active, driven Mars, Uranus, expansive, revolutionary, electrifying Uranus, the North Node, your new sense of direction, your sense of adventure, what it is, where it is you are moving towards as a soul, where we are all moving towards as this collective soul, collectively. And then finally, by tomorrow and off into the weekend, but by tomorrow, noon tomorrow, the moon will be making her way into Taurus. And it's from there that it seems that whatever has been activated in this last 24 hours is going to be something that will be able to be sustained over the weekend. Now, keep in mind, guys, it doesn't have to be as deep as that. It could be as deep as this being having to do with something in terms of the sense of drive in your new personal direction because of this new sense of self that is coming online for you. It can be that, but it either could be something far more trivial, quote unquote, not to actually trivialize it, but it may be less important or less in terms of like your soul mission, say, or your sense of your soul mission, and just like an everyday personality trait type of thing that whatever comes up for you. But it can be something as trivial or minor as feeling adventurous or feeling kind of risky, wanting to take a risk in some way, or wanting to go out there and do something, wanting to be a little dangerous maybe even, or wanting just feeling like, I don't know, let's go to an amusement park this weekend or something like that. Like you get some sort of spark, some sort of inspiration that can be brought to life and then worked through over the course of the weekend as the moon moves through Taurus. You know what I mean? It could be either one of those types of situations, or it, quite frankly, could be both. You could have something big in your life, or the next big thing, or your next big project, or whatnot, whatever, working its way out, and you're taking some action steps there, you know, to flesh that out or to continue in that process. And then in your personal life, in your, you know, and then you're still feeling that adventurous energy. So you're like, what other trouble, mischief, mayhem can I stir up or can I get into? It's kind of a mischievous energy. I'm not going to lie, you guys. It is definitely kind of a mischievous energy, but I like it. Of course, be cautious, you know, with the whole Aries aspect. Don't overdo it, you know, blah, 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 whatnot, whatever. But also, it feels kind of fun, especially in this strong hermit energy that we've been experiencing over this long period of time. I feel, I mean, even me personally, am feeling this, and I spoke of this earlier in the week, but there is something about wanting to get back out there again, feeling kind of antsy, right? Because we've been in this hermit energy. So this drive, this sense of adventurousness kind of feels good. It kind of really does feel good. Oh, hey, Shauna. Oh, yes, you're getting mixed up with the days. Every day feels like it's like, yes, it does. Brittany, where do I go for my natal chart? You can go to a website called masteringthezodiac.com. Here, let me put this. I can put it in the chat for you. You can use this site for natal charts from the true sidereal system. It's masteringthezodiac.com. Wait. Am I doing that correctly? Yes. Go to that website and use their chart calculator, and you'll be able to find your natal chart using this exact same system that I'm using here that you're seeing on your screen. Hello, Monique. How are you, darling? I bet. Hi, Ashley. Who's feeling the new Beyonce song? This reading about our new foundations. Oh, well, you know what, Ashley? I am so behind. I am not. Wait. I think I might have heard it. What's the name of it, Ashley? Yes, you made it, Monique. It's so good to see you again. Welcome back in. But the anticipation is real. Okay, so the anticipation, does that have to do something with the song, Ashley, that you're mentioning? But also, I'm glad you mentioned that, the anticipation, because let me tell you something. Over the last, I want to say like 2 days, the anticipation of something coming has been heightened. And I will say that there has been a level of anticipation for a long time. I remember, let's see, I tweeted something. I'm so bad about being on Twitter. I should probably learn to do that more. Twitter. Of course, people want to respond to my messages when I'm not available. But anyway, I want to see, when did I post this? Because it was a tweet about there's something coming. Something is changing. Oh, you know what? It would be easier to look at this on Instagram. It would be much easier to find this on Instagram. Give me a second, guys. Let's see. There's a new chapter brewing in your life. Can you sense it, feel it, taste it, know it? Sit with it and allow the energy to define itself for you. Then follow the leader and allow it to take you to your next chapter. Be excited, very excited. And I tweeted this back in like at the end of May, on like around May 25th. And it was at that time that I was really feeling this anticipation, this anticipatory energy, like something is coming. I don't know what it is, but it's coming. And it feels good, and it is good, right? And so I was feeling that a little bit in the beginning, and then, we were going through the muck and going through the cycles and everything and feeling through all of it, and okay, that's cool. And I kind of lost track of that for a little bit, but then I remembered it for a second, and then I lost track of it again. But then all of a sudden, within like the last 2 days or so, this anticipation has come back, or the awareness of the anticipation has come back, but also the anticipation is stronger. It's more palpable. I feel like at this point, in terms of this anticipatory energy, it's like you can feel more specific elements of it. So it's almost as if we are getting more of a feeling of what we're actually feeling the anticipation of that's coming toward us. And that's because it's materializing and manifesting more and more and more. So there's more definition to be perceived within that energy that we are manifesting. Break My Soul. Yes, I have heard that song, and I like it. I like it a lot. The anticipation is heightened. Then all week you've been having deja vu experiences and weird dreams. That's interesting because I've really been wanting to have dreams lately. I haven't been dreaming. I want to say for the past 2 weeks or so, I haven't been dreaming, and I just came out of a cycle right before this where I was dreaming heavily, like almost every night. And I love dreaming. And I always think it's a good thing a good sign when I'm dreaming, and not such a good sign, kind of a bad sign when I'm not dreaming. But I'm trying to change my perspective on that. It's not necessarily bad that I'm not dreaming right now. I'm just not dreaming at the moment. And I am, but maybe I am having experiences, and I know I am having some experiences because I have these tiny little flashes, or like flashes of an image or flashes of a feeling, but I can't remember anything else around it. Yes, it's allowed you to relax knowing it's coming. That's excellent, Akira. That is excellent. Gotta love that sense of reassurance for sure. For sure. Your dreams are dreams in the 11th house. The 11th house is a house of wishes and dreams. I could see how the 11th house, obviously I am not as well versed in the technicalities of astrology to really be able to answer that question for you, because I feel like there may be an actual house that rules or that dreams are associated with. I'm not picking up on, I don't know it off the top of my head. I'm very much an intuitive astrologer. So like I have a basic understanding of certain things, but like the traditional stuff, not quite there yet. I'll get there eventually, but I really like to focus on my intuitiveness and what my intuition naturally says. But our dreams in the 11th house is the house of wishes and dreams, hopes and fears, really. But like if we're talking like dream state type of things, I want to say astral travel. My thought process in my head was, well, I could see how the 11th house could be associated with astral travel maybe, but mugwort. Yes, I'll have to get some mugwort. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm about to do something that's quite unprofessional here, I guess, but I feel something in my ear that I want to, like, look at. Ew. Anyway, that's gross, Eric. Anyway, being real here. I'm just sitting here chatting with you. Anyway, I love dreaming, and I really want to, learn to be, lucid in my dreams. There's someone that I've been following lately. I can't remember her name now. I shared something of hers in the community tab on my channel here on YouTube. Let's see. Here she is. Her YouTube channel is Divine Inside. Like 2 words, Divine Inside, but it's one together. Like Divine Insight together. Anyway, I've shared something of hers on the community tab. It's the community post that says a bit of inspiration for your day, and it's me sharing one of her videos, daily dose of quotes, anything like and all that. I found her because I found her on a YouTube page that specializes. It's a woman that specializes in remembering remembering the selection process, remembering life before you came here into this incarnation, and choosing your parents and being conscious before you incarnated, and all that kind of stuff. And that's how I found this young woman. And she talks a lot about dreams, and she talks about the importance of dreams and how they can really help you. And I watched one of her videos about that recently, and it's really inspired me to focus more on my dreams. And of course, now that I'm doing it so bad, or I want to do it so bad, I kind of feel like that's creating a little bit of a blockage. I have to relax. But that's like, I love the dream state and the dream realm, and I'm so fascinated by it, and I want to be able to utilize it more, so I get revved up about it. But lately, I've really been wanting to do that, been wanting to work with my dreams in that way. It's just, I'm not dreaming right now. I don't know, Josiah. I'm just being weird. I thought it was gross because it's like, ew, Eric, pay attention. Stop like checking for things on your ear while you're streaming, and pay attention to what you're doing. To be honest, it's probably a blackhead. And of course, now I'm like obsessed. I'm like, oh, I want to pop it. Oh, do you guys watch blackhead videos? I do. There are these Asian spas that have these, some of them are like, I've talked to you, I've mentioned this before. Some of them are absolutely insane, the amount of acne these people have and the extraction process of it, and it has got to be painful, but it is fascinating, you guys. I could sit here and watch those things all day long. So now if this is a blackhead in my ear, I'm like, oh no, I can't focus on that right now. Yeah, I get like that, distracted like that all the time as well. Anyway, you guys, I feel like I've already kind of talked through the energy of the day. Let's go back to the chart and see, is there anything else that I really want to point out today? No, it's just this activism. Ooh, activism. That's interesting. Activism. On the world stage, this may be, the next 24 hours may be a big catalyst towards some sort of activism or taking steps in a certain direction. I mean, especially since, yes, Mars is associated. I'm talking about the moon's transit through Aries right now for the next 24 hours. Yes, Mars is involved. It's because, and there's the action. Yeah, okay. But then also Uranus is involved, and Uranus is associated with Aquarius, which can be a very activist, revolutionary type of energy, right? Or type of personality trait or personality aspect. So, I just heard activism, and I guess I was speaking to action orientation, but then activism is actually activism, and that makes sense. If Uranus is involved, revolutionizing something for the greater good. That's very Uranian, Aquarian type of energy as well. Okay. So, but that's really the biggest read that I'm getting for the collective for today's energy. All right. So there you go. That's your day. That is your day. See, I gotta find. Maybe we should start to develop certain segments for the SIP, because I want to keep it consistent in the amount of time that we have here, somewhat consistent. We had a 2-hour show 2 days ago. Today feels like a shorter show. We're having an actual 2-hour show at least tomorrow, because it's Friday. Woo! We have our hangout sesh. So there's that. But I don't know. Maybe I should develop segments and talk about certain things and make it a 2-hour show. I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm sure the more time you guys get in this energy, the more you'll appreciate it. So I got you checking your own face. Zephyr. Hey, Jeannie Beanie. What's up, Beanie Babe? Oh, also, I wanted to mention, we have an early thunderstorm today here in Puerto Rico. And if it gets any worse, I just want to let you guys know, if all of a sudden the stream completely cuts off out of nowhere and doesn't come back, it's because I lost power. So there's that. But I doubt that's going to happen. But I only mention it because we have a storm. Anytime there's a storm, you got to, we might lose power depending on how strong this storm is. And it's starting early. This doesn't usually start. We are in the rainy season right now, but this doesn't usually start until around 1:30, 2 o'clock. Right when I'm done, right after the SIP, maybe about an hour or so later, it starts to rain. So we got it coming early today. We got it early today, kids. But that's all right. So tell me how y'all are feeling. Let me know how in the chat. Is there anything else? Do you have any questions about this energy for today? If not, that's cool. We can move on to tea time. I think it might. Do we just want to move on to tea time? Y'all let me know in the chat. But thank you for being here. It's so wonderful to see you all today. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're enjoying this energy that we're into now, well into now at this point. But we were talking about this yesterday. How much better it feels now that we're out of soupy Pisces. And let me tell you something, there is absolutely nothing wrong with Pisces, okay? Pisces is one of my favorite constellations, one of my favorite energies, I love Pisces. I'm also a Pisces Venus, so that makes a hell of a lot of sense, right? Right. But this last round of the moon transiting through Pisces was a bit rough, so I hope you guys are enjoying this upliftment in the energy. You've been hoping for rain in Texas. Yes, there has been a drought lately, hasn't there? And it's been hot as balls. And maybe not even hot as balls, because if it's that hot, then that's going to de-sterilize the individual, which, why have balls at that point? Wow. Wow, Eric. Wow. I know you guys. I'm grade A, 5-star content right here. Ooh. Well, well, well. I don't know what just happened there, y'all. But OBS just freaked the fuck out. And like disconnected somehow. I still have an internet connection, so okay. Everything's fine there, so I don't know what that was. Here I am. Hi, guys. All right, well, I'm going to pause. I know, right? It was as soon as I probably shouldn't have even said nothing. I probably should have kept my mouth shut in terms of that. But anyway, it is what it is. So I'm gonna actually go get myself a glass of water and regroup, reset, and we will be right back. I guess not, Monique. So you know what? We ain't, you know what, Monique, though? The famine is over. Check it out. Can I just, okay, hold on. Monique, can I say something real quick? I hope this doesn't put you on blast or anything. I don't mean to put you on blast, nothing like that. But since you said famine, I want to say, I was watching Queen Cup's last Monday live session in which she was doing, she was talking about how the famine is over. I believe that was the last one, right? And I was watching it. Yes. And I was watching, it was late in the stream. I had paused it and was going back, did some things and went back to it. And I was sitting at my TV. I had it on big and I had the chat just streaming. And here you go up. And I'm like, wait, I know, hold on a second. I know that face. I know that it was you. I was like, oh shoot, what's up, Monique? And I wanted to speak up and be like, hey girl, how you doing? But it was late in the stream. Like it was, y'all had not moved way past that at that point. I don't even think the stream was still going by the time I recognized it. But I was just like, oh, I see you, sis. I see. I see you, boo. I loved that. That was a really awesome moment. And if y'all don't know what I'm talking about Queen Cup here on YouTube. She's fantastic. I talk about her all the time, really. Well, I've been talking about her a lot lately, so anyway. I'm going to pause. I'm going to pause and I will be right back. And we will have some tea. Yes? Excellent. Stay right there. It's tea time. Hi, guys. Hello again. It is time for some tea. Don't you agree? Oh, good. I'm glad. Let's get into this tea then. For the collective, what have you got for us today, Spirit? It is, in fact, tea time. Yes, ma'am. One last shuffle. Okay. I really want to say, for the energies for today, at least what I'm feeling right now, I'm feeling, the reason why I'm saying this is actually because I'm speaking acknowledgement towards the level of self-mastery that I feel myself achieving at this moment. But I feel myself split in a way. I feel this raw and frantic and driven energy that's very confusing. It's hard to concentrate in that energy. I feel this conjunction with Mars in the constellation of Aries right now, full blast, like full on. But there's also this other side to me that I'm finding myself able to tap into that's more stable and sturdy and steady. That is kind of adjacent to, not separate from, because it's still part of me, but it's adjacent to this collective energy that I'm feeling, the collective consciousness with this Aries moon conjunct Mars in Aries type of energy. Oh, Shauna, are you being serious or are you being sarcastic? Zephyr, I love that. Couples therapy, that sounds like it would be pretty funny. To like have a glass of wine, smoke a blunt, and listen to that would sound fantastic. You feel that too, Zephyr? Okay, excellent. All right, so it's definitely there. So if you're having trouble concentrating, just understand that there is a much sturdier part of yourself that you can lean on, okay, that can help sturdy you. It is going to be a bit jarring because you're going to feel that energy, that anxiety really, or that anxious and driven energy. You're going to feel that while also feeling kind of steady. So you're almost going to feel like you're having a split personality or something like that. It's going to be a little off-putting at first, but once you get the hang of it, you'll be fine. No, you're for real. Okay, awesome, Shauna. Rest is definitely a good thing. If you feel you need to rest is doing it. Rest will help. Oh, that's why you're mentioning it. Oh, perfect. Okay, well, kudos to the beautiful Stella for providing our bell. Let's get into this tea, guys. Overall energy at the bottom of the deck right now, we do have the Lovers. 9 of Wands. Okay, so what I'm getting for the collective right now, a message for the collective. This may be part of the bigger message that comes out here, or this may just be something that I'm feeling off the tip, off the cuff, off the surface. Keep going. I've been saying that forever, but keep going. Okay, we're starting you with the Lovers at the bottom of the deck. The choice that you have made to go in the direction that you are going in, that is driven by your heart and soul, your heart and soul's guidance, keep doing that. It's working out in your favor. We've been saying this all week, but we're going to continue saying it. Hi, Astro Bree. What is up, darling baby boo? It's good to see you. 9 of Wands is underneath that. Keep going, okay? Excellent. Jinx is right underneath me right now. Hi, Jinxie. Jinx is inside because thunder. So she's literally underfoot right now. Hi, baby girl. You're all right. Don't worry about it. Jinx Bob. Yeah. Okay. Let's get into the rest of I don't want to roll over your tail, though, with the chair. All right, you're good. Let's get the rest of this tea. Knight of Pentacles. You guys, the Knight of Pentacles is the next card out of here, okay? So keep going. You're doing great. You're doing excellently. Everything is working out in your favor, even if it doesn't necessarily look or seem that way on the surface. It's in the atmosphere. What Spirit is saying right now, what's working in your favor is the fact that you have cultivated an ideal atmosphere, an enriched atmosphere for whatever it is you are cultivating, whatever it is you are growing, whatever it is you are bringing to life. Oh, thank you so much, darling. It's so good to see you. Thank you. I really appreciate that, Bree. Whatever it is you're cultivating, you guys, you have created a rich and dense atmosphere. So I want to also say a richly dense atmosphere for which to grow or cultivate or bring whatever it is you're intending to bring to life. Okay, that's what's working in your favor right now. And I did catch that 555 on the counter. That is what's working in your favor right now. The fact that you have this rich and dense atmosphere from which this product, this service can expand and or grow from. Okay, so that's excellent. So you have so also lovers, the choice you have made to move in a certain direction, that you have spent all this time, to the Knight of Pentacles, spent all this time laying the groundwork for. You've done an excellent job. Groundwork sufficiently laid. And now you can move on from here. So this is actually tying into the energy that I was picking up on today for the daily energy. So even though we're having tea time right now, right, and we're doing the tarot reading, gosh, I'm sorry, I'm getting itchy. I feel like I have cat hair all over me. This is a timeless part of the reading for sure, but actually it does tie into the daily energies that I was speaking to earlier, because what I was mentioning about this rest of this transit of the moon through Aries today for the next 24 hours or so, depending on when you're watching this. So what I was feeling for this is that there is activation, there's action being taken, or you can take action, or you are likely to take action, new, fresh action steps in a direction that you have been moving towards, or in the direction of, or in the support of whatever it is you've been cultivating, planning, building, sculpting here, so to speak. Okay? You just got the message you were live, and that we're live here, and you just finished your Kickstarter. That is excellent. There you go. That step has checked. You built that foundation, and now you can step forward in the next right direction. Okay? So that's what I'm feeling here. This energy is within your atmosphere. You have a good foundation, a solid foundation. This is really quite excellent. Anything else, Spirit? What else? Okay. A moment of transition is over. A moment of transit, specifically, whether you have physically moved locations, personally, like your home, or business-wise, like your business, your career aspect, or this is energetically speaking, let's say mentally, emotionally, you have been moving away from something. You have been in transit. Yes, transitioning, transiting, transforming, but in transit specifically. 6 of Swords, which is reversed. And this is speaking to that moment of transit is completed. You being moved from one place to the next, again, whether this be physically or energetically, mentally, emotionally. You being moved from one place to the next, sufficiently carried out, having moved you away from the devil, having moved you away from some sort of fear or some sort of codependency, blockage, attachment. The devil can also be seen as this supervillain that our hero was battling, in terms of the Sun Pluto opposition I was speaking towards, and overcoming that enemy, or overcoming that obstacle, that challenge, defeating that energy, defeating that longtime enemy, the demon, whatever. That's also could be this devil energy here. And finally, with that, you have the 10 of Pentacles. Now, the 10 of Pentacles is it's kind of saying two things. It's representing the completion of this process And it really is a 10 of Pentacles type of completion, because it does feel like you're graduating from something. It feels like this has been a long-term enemy. Whatever this devil energy has been for you, it's been a long-term enemy or energetic blockage or addiction, whatever. I mean, the addiction is actually the symptom of a codependency, a trauma, or something like that. So that's just that's more a symptom. I'm talking about the root cause of this situation. You've been able to overcome it somehow. And that's what has helped you or enabled you to move on, of which this transit we were speaking. But that's over. That's done. You've sufficiently moved away. You have gotten off the boat or off the bus. You have reached your destination that is away from whomever this or whoever or whatever this guy is, the devil, right? And so this 10 of Pentacles is representing the completion of that process and that chapter, that life cycle. You have graduated, got your certificate, you passed the course, you finished the course, you moved on. Or you're able to move on at the very least, depending, take it as it resonates. But this 10 of Pentacles at the same time is also representing your long-term goals from here. Now, for some of you, this is a business thing. Like this is a revamping of your business, or this is a new career path, or like even say a new job. But at this point, whatever it is you have entered into that is new for you, you have a long-term goal. You have a greater vision for yourself, for your business, for your professional life or whatever, okay? And that is what you're stepping into. That's what it feels like you have set the atmosphere for. That's what it feels like you are taking these next new steps in terms of or towards, okay? Okay. Wait. Oh. And so because in terms of this business aspect, for some of you, this devil here is fear, self-doubt, maybe even feelings of imposter syndrome. This is stage fright. Take it as it resonates. This is trauma that hinders and or blocks you from going in this authentic direction. The devil is more of an inner demon for some of you, rather than some sort of external circumstance, relationship, although it could still be the same thing, but also really at the deepest core of this, I'm picking up on some sort of inner demon or inner battle that you had to win and or overcome, that you have moved forward from, that you have completed, that has now put you on the path towards achieving, receiving, building, creating something bigger. Knight of Pentacles to the 10 of Pentacles. Overall energy at this point is the 5 of Pentacles. There's that fear. There's that inner demon. Okay, this is that physical representation of it, in it manifesting as feelings of inadequacy, lacking in confidence, maybe even lacking in creative expression, but that is because your light is dimmed, because you're shy, or because you're stage fright. You have stage fright in some way, even if it's just stage fright in terms of showing up to the show that is your life, right? Regardless as to whether you're an actual performer or anything. The 5 of Pentacles would be that lack mentality, those feelings of lack, those feelings of insecurities. That's how it would manifest physically for you. And that is the demon that you had to overcome, the inner battle, the inner struggle that you had to overcome. You had to believe, you had to build that belief in yourself. Overall energy at the bottom of the deck. Underneath that 5 of Pentacles is the World to the 10 of Wands. The completion of all of the burdens and the baggage that you were carrying, that was keeping you low vibration or keeping you dense, too dense, so that you could not reach for your dreams, so that you were not light enough to be able to fly to the higher realms where anything is possible. And really all you have to do is get your mind and imagination to be able to take you there. Your physical body doesn't have to really go there. You don't have to go into some sort of astral travel type of state. You don't really have, I mean, you're putting yourself in a trance really when you're technically speaking of it, but like it's not like you have to be proficient at astral travel to reach or extend yourself high enough to reach these higher states of awareness where anything, or higher realms, realities, dimensions where anything is possible. All you got to do is get your imagination to be able to reach up there. But how do you get your imagination to reach up there? Who do you talk to for that? Pop quiz. Pop quiz, y'all. If you want to have a better imagination, build a better relationship with your imagination, build better fitness within your imagination, who within yourself would you talk to? Would you go to for guidance on that? Would you go to work on that with? Who within yourself would you go to work on build strength within your imagination? Or I guess I should say whom. Is that proper grammar? Whom is it? Pop quiz. You have 30 seconds. I want to see what you guys say. Ooh. Oh, goodness. Hey, Zephyr's got it. Who is the inner child, Alex? Yes. There it is right there. Perfect. Well, yes, spirit. Ashley, you know what? You would be right. You would be right. It would be spirit. Because that inner child is your spirit. Your spirit is that it's like your closest representation in the physical realm that makes you the personality, that is a part of the makeup of who you are. The closest spot to true spirit is your inner child. Hey, and I'm glad you did, Zephyr. I'm here for it. I am down. Yeah. Excellent. Christina, you're going to make your own business. Treat yourselves kindly. Yes, we will. We need to treat ourselves kindly. We do. Yes, Brittany. Yes, that's okay. No worries. I understand. I mean, like, those pop quizzes are just for fun. I don't know. Am I triggering people? I'm sorry. Oh, yes. You're right. I agree with you, Monique, on that one. Inner child has no polarity, but affects our shadows. Yes, our shadow is very closely oriented with our inner child. A lot of our shadow aspects come from our inner child, which is shaped a lot by our physical childhoods. Oh, no, Christina, that absolutely was not the wrong answer. That was a perfect answer. That was absolutely an answer to what I was speaking to in general. So yes, thank you for that. Yay, welcome, Rose. It's good to see you. That's beautiful, you guys. Anything else for this, please, Spirit? Judgment. Okay, a judgment call is actually being made. You are being judged right now, and I want to say you're passing the test. Judgment, but with the sun. I shit you not. Judgment with the sun. Judgment is literally like it's like, okay. You guys know racing games? Let's say Mario Kart. If anything, we're familiar with Mario Kart here on this channel, right? And you know how you have to either like cross the finish line to make the lap if you're doing, say, 3 or 5 laps in the round, or like you have to go through the checkpoints throughout this certain course and you can't miss any of the checkpoints, or like you're like reset, or like you lose the race or some shit like that. Okay, what I'm seeing with judgment is that we are on this path. We are moving forward slowly but surely. I guess you can say, okay, Spirit is saying that. We are talking Knight of Pentacles type of energy here. You were terrible. Yeah, I mean, there's some games I'm pretty terrible at too. Mario Kart is not one of them. Anyway, not to toot my own horn, but we are kind of talking Knight of Pentacles energy. So slow and steady wins the race. Excellent. You are going slow and steady at this point. That is actually a good thing, especially with this heavy Mars Aries influence right now. But what I'm seeing is us driving this course. I'm hearing winning this race. So either you're making the laps, you're going through the laps and you're finishing, like you're at the front of the line, like you're winning, you're in first place, first, second, whatever, you're in first place. Or you're making it successfully through this course and you're hitting all the checkpoints, which is literally what you need to be doing. And it's actually really good that you're in this Knight of Pentacles energy, because this is making you meticulous enough to be able to hit all of those each and every damn checkpoint. I mean, there are some negative narcissistic energies around you, the devil, but there are some of these energies that are around you here that are watching you. Whether they're watching you spiritually, energetically, or they're watching you physically make these checkpoints in your life, they're watching you hit these meticulously. I mean, like you are dead on. It's fucking annoying. Like, how are they making these checkpoints? What the fuck are they doing? And why can't I stop them? That's a damn good question. But it's really not for me to say. Judgment. That's for the universe to call. That's for your own karma to call, actually. And it seems that this person that we're talking about here is winning the race and or passing the test. They've got their dharma and karma balanced and in check and are starting to make net. Is what I want to say. Is that the proper term? Am I using that correctly? I don't know. I am not a financier. I'm not an economist, but I don't know. It's what came through, so I'm just going to let it flow. But this is good, you guys. This is really, really good. Because it isn't strong enough to stop you. So he can sit on the side and watch. Exactly, and that's exactly what they're going to continue to do. They have no choice at this point. They can't stop you. They've been trying all along, and you just keep blowing past them. That's not going to stop anytime soon unless you stop doing what it is you're doing. But I see you, it's almost as if you have locked in. What I just saw in response to that, though, is like, okay, maybe you could go backwards. Maybe you could stop doing this. But what I saw in response to that was was someone shifting gears in their vehicle, but shifting it in a way where they are now locked into this trajectory or this moment. They're locked into this momentum. So it's like they can rest on that. They can rest on it and don't have to worry about sliding backwards or braking or slowing down or losing momentum. No, you're locked into this momentum right now by the work you've been doing, by the effort you keep putting up. Yikes, Brittany. Yikes. I should have known that my devil was just my devil when I wanted to jump out of a plane and they said that they would wait on the ground for you. Oh, hell no. Ashley, what does it mean to me when I see balance numbers like 1257? I personally, in translation, don't necessarily recognize 1257 as a balance number. However, I have been seeing, all numbers can be efforts to bring balance into your life through coding and through delivering channeled messages. But I've been seeing a lot of 222 lately, which is absolutely like, boom, balance. It depends. It depends. Either it's saying to you that you have achieved this balance and good on you, keep going, or it's calling to a certain balance you might want to achieve. 1212, yes, I would recognize that as a balance number. Oh, wait. 5 and 7 equals 12, Eric. Right? Yeah. Oops. Okay. All right. Yes. It feels good right now. That's the feeling that I get from it right now. So I guess that's the translation. That's the answer to your question. It feels good. It feels like whatever you're getting, whatever way you are aspecting this, or this is aspecting you, or you are seeing these numbers, it feels good. Counting on your blessings, not the troubles, and the name of Jesus, but get behind me, devil. Yeah. Excellent, Christina. I love that. I absolutely love that. Return of Pluto. 248 years ago, the Declaration of Independence was established. The breaking down of old and rebuilding of new is upon us. Yes, ma'am. Now, 3 is an excellent number. Ascended masters are around you. Creativity, teamwork. Yes, sounds like 3 and 6 energy working together for community, balance, and prosperity. Exactly, Zephyr. Absolutely. I am 100% there with that. On that with you. There it is. Oh, jeez. I don't need that screen anymore. Boop. Oh, I missed it. Anyway. All right, guys. I just heard, I think that's it for the collective part of this. Let's get our closing oracle guidance. Close out this session. Keep pursuing, keep moving in the direction of what it is you dream of. Finally, at the bottom of the deck, you do have the Page of Cups. Yeah? So that's good. Keep fighting for what is right. Keep fighting for what you believe in. Keep fighting for what you dream of. And make sure that you remain compassionate to those around you who are different and don't necessarily agree with you or see it in your view. Doesn't mean you can't work together. And that's crazy because enjoying the journey, you were just mentioning how we were breaking down the old and building up the new is upon us. Our closing message is card number 42, Goddess Hecate and Mika. Crossroads of Destiny. There you go. Boop. Boop, boop, boop. There you go. Doesn't mean we can't work together, guys. Just because we don't see eye to eye, just because we see things differently, just because we believe different things, doesn't mean we can't all believe in one common thing that ensures the life and the safety of all involved, because everyone has a right to be here. No one intrinsically has the right to take another person's life. No one is entitled to someone else's life force. I guess it gets different when you're in the animal kingdom, when you break it down, because, you know, you got to eat. Humans can survive without meat, if that's your thing. It's not my thing. I'm not on that kick. That's not what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is, though we may see things differently, though we may believe different things, though we may pray to different entities, though we may see the world and the universe through very different pairs of and sets of eyes, I still believe we can all come together for one common goal of living together, working together, and not just living together, working together, living in harmony with each other as humans, but also as humans with the rest of the ecosystem of the world. We can live in harmony with every creature on this planet. To be quite honest, this planet has been able to give rise to such a dynamic amount of flora and fauna because of that very thing. Harmony. Everything has its place. Everything is balanced. No one takes more than they need. No one is ever of really need, of want. It's all there. There's enough for everyone. And everyone thrives. Yes, there are cycles of life and death. That's just an aspect of physical reality. But yet everyone thrives. Everyone survives. Every species survives and is allowed to grow and evolve. Why can't humans be the same way? We're so intelligent. We've got these massive brains. Why can't we live in harmony like my cat lives in harmony with the rest of the world? You don't see, I honestly don't see Jinx going out there harassing or terrorizing the chickens. No, she lives in harmony with them. Yes, she hunts. She catches lizards all the time. At least she used to when she was younger. Now she's a little more classy and sophisticated for that. But you know what? That's okay. She did it. But she didn't overdo it. There were still plenty of them to go around. Why can my cat live in harmony, but we as humans cannot live in harmony? I don't understand that. Crossroads of Destiny. Card number 42, a 6. She has matured. Yes, indeed. Okay. We bring you the empowerment of the crossroad of destiny. You are at a pivotal point on your life journey. This may be obvious to you with a potentially life-changing decision before you, or you may not realize the impact that an apparently insignificant choice is going to have on your future. Either way, you are at a point where you can leave the past behind and chart your course for a new adventurous chapter to begin in your life. Adventure time. This is not something you need to be frightened of. It is a sign you are progressing on your path. The crossroad of destiny happens when you have mastered a cycle in your life and a new cycle is before you. It is an opportunity that you can take best advantage of by listening to your heart. There you have it. That was beautiful. Annette, what about the mosquitoes? Listen, I can live in harmony with a mosquito. I can. I don't have to leave my doors open. I don't have to go outside if I really don't want to. But I just don't want them in my space. It's just this space. I'm just talking this space here that I live in, that has me and my life in it. You guys, please stay out, okay? The mosquitoes, please stay out. I will tell you this right now, just being honest with you, you run the risk of losing your life should you enter into my home, period. But with that said, outdoors, no matter where I am outdoors, outside of this space, my house, hey, have at it. Live your lives. Do your thing, boo. I ain't mad at you. Go on, player. You know what I'm saying? But in here, no, we won't have that here. And you do run the risk of losing your life. I'm just telling you. I'm just being honest and upfront with you about it right here, right now. Sir. No, madam, excuse me. Madam mosquito. Because it's the females that bite. Because they use the blood to cultivate their eggs. So, hey, go on with your bad self. But don't. Okay. See, now this is getting into some of that, like what's driven the mindset of don't come around here. And when we get back into segregation and we had signs that say, like no, excuse, like the slurs, no this, no that, white only, or some shit like that, right? It's very reflective of that energy, isn't it? Listening to me go on this whole rant and tirade of don't come around here, you will lose your life here. Now, of course, I'm not talking another human being, but I am talking about another sentient being. It is a living organism. It's not necessarily mindless. It is a form of consciousness. It lives. It goes through respiration. It lives. That is the definition of life. It's not a human being, but it's still a sentient being. Where do we draw the line? How do we draw this line? You've always had this intuitive kick that mosquitoes would go extinct because of humans. Interesting. I feel like if mosquitoes go extinct because of humans, then a lot of other things have gone extinct too. Or like the earth is so so poisoned or damaged that they cannot cultivate. There's no fresh water for them to cultivate in. Although I feel like they would evolve to be able to cultivate themselves in whatever, depending on how toxic it is, really. I feel like they're kind of like cockroaches. They would survive the apocalypse. Although there really would be no blood, I guess, depending on if the mammal. I am like going far. Oh my God. The rabbit holes, the boundary, boundaries. Whoop. We're going to stop. I'm getting lost. Don't start nothing, won't be nothing. I know that's right. What about the bees? They could go extinct. We need to save them. And the mosquitoes, if you're a mosquitoes fan, no judgment. Hey, no judgment. You're right, Christina. And see, that's the thing. It's like, look, I'm not saying they need to go extinct. They're a pain in my rusty dusty, but you know what? That's fine. I do what I need to do to keep them out. And it's not even like I'm trying to trap them. You know, I'm intentionally trying to keep them out. So really, I'm trying to save them from my own self here. But like, this is just my space. Outside of that, do your thing. Look, bee, you have just as much of a right to be here as I do. So I'm not going to go further than that. Okay. Regardless as to whatever you are, whoever you are. And that's my point. It's like, I feel like we can achieve that. We can achieve that in this world. If you seek to prey on me, I have a right to protect myself. That is absolutely correct. Okay, Rose, thank you for that. That's where we're drawing the line here. So I am not reflecting what I was referring to as like racist or bigoted energy. I'm actually putting up my right to defend myself. And you are actively biting me, like you are taking my blood from me. And no, I'm not going to die from it. Unless you are a diseased mosquito, and then I could potentially die or get very sick. That is very possible. All right. But hey, that's part of your reality. That's part of why I'm trying to keep you out of here. All right, cool. But you are at that point, you are physically affecting me. You are physically taking something from me that I am not giving you permission to give or to take. And yes, I know first of all, I'm talking to a mosquito. Second of all, I'm talking about a mosquito. Okay, I get that. But when it comes to human beings, it's a little different. Okay. But that actually gets worse at that point. But it's the principle of the matter. No, you cannot take my blood from me. And no, it's not going to kill me. And yes, I understand it's going to cultivate more life, but it's going to cultivate more of your life. And then that's just going to be potentially more of a hazard to me. So while I'm not going to look to eradicate you off the face of the planet, I am going to keep you away from my space as much as I can. Because no, you don't have permission to take this from me. I am not a blood bank. Okay? I'm not. Trust me. So I am putting forth my right to defend myself. Okay, excellent. I like that. I cannot be held responsible for what happens if one of them drops in my person. This is an entirely primal instinct reaction. Absolutely. And I'm not going to sit here and say that if I'm sitting out and about, like hanging out somewhere outside of my home and you try to bite me, I'm still not going to try and get your ass. Believe that. I don't care where I am. In my house, out of my house, I don't give a damn. You cannot take this from me. It is not yours to take. I do not give you permission. So fuck off. And if you try to take it from me, I'm going to try to take your life from you, Madam Mosquito. Okay? I probably shouldn't be saying that like that. I don't know, man. We might have to change the subject here. Christina, I got you. It's really, and it's honestly, and the thing about it is, like, we've had, like, I have this war going on with mosquitoes, right? So that's a thing. Dem skeeters, that's been a thing here on the channel. But we were talking about this on the SIP a few weeks ago, talking about how, hey, African Oneness, talking about how, what is the purpose of a mosquito? Dying. Like, what is the purpose of a mosquito? Like, honestly, can somebody tell me that? But you know what? That's fine. If we never see one again, Christina, I totally get it. They are parasites on wings. Okay. But you know what? They've been here long before my human ass has been here, so that's okay. I'm just gonna let it be what it be, darling. Just don't come around me, because I'm just saying, it's all love, boo. But also to a certain extent. Puts everything into a bit more perspective, though, don't it? Yeah, it sure does. It sure as shit does, Brittany. Planetary balance, exactly. Equilibrium, harmony. Oh boy, you guys. So I guess that's today's session. Thank you all so much for tuning in here. Make sure to tune in tomorrow, because tomorrow we are definitely going to be here for at least 2 hours just shooting the shit. Well, at least an hour just shooting the shit, but more if we want. Because, yes. Because that's happening. Yes, that's happening. Juno Birch. Shout out Juno Birch. But anyway, tomorrow we have our Friday hangout sesh, y'all. So I better see y'all faces over here cutting up, acting a fool with me. Because that sounds like fun. There are levels. There are levels, Rose. I love you guys so much. You don't even want to know what part of the ecosystem collapses if we lose them. Can you imagine, though? And watch it be something catastrophic like the bees. Man, wouldn't that be some ironic shit? Let me ring the bell on that. Wouldn't that be some ironic shit? Hi, Ivy. Oh, you're catching us just at the end. Come back tomorrow, Ivy. Hang out with us tomorrow. Make sure you can be here tomorrow, at least for the second hour, because we have our Friday hangout sesh. And I want to see your beautiful face there. But I love you guys. And I hope you have a fantastic day. Yes? Okay. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. And I love you all so very much. Mwah. Bye.